Alright. There's this guy. You can go around him either way, but I go around him this way to his foot, and then to his other foot. To his foot, to his other foot. And it pretty much works like that. Now, make sure whenever he gets too close to that edge to get away from him, because he will hit you, and you will fall off, because, you know, because that's how the game works. The game does not like you. The game is not your friend. The game hates it when you succeed. And that's a cheap 400 souls. I probably would have spent the same amount of time killing that many of those guys. Now, the real challenge is that I'm gonna try to kill this guy. This guy is hard for me. He might not be hard, but he's hard for me. I'm going to do this. Like, I kind of know his attacks, but I don't know them well enough to dodge them with starting adaptation. Because usually I get my adaptation to 25. Ed, he gives you a Sublime Bone Dust, which actually is the only reason I contemplated the bonfire aesthetic, is if you can get that guy's attacks down and you can get your adaptation to something that you're used to dodging with at a higher level, which for me is pretty much maxing at 25 because I never really feel like I need to go further than that. If I don't go any further than that, it's because I don't feel like I need to. Or I feel like if I miss the dodge, it's not because my adaptation's not that high, it's because, oh god, it's because I'm bad at dodging. You know, and I feel very strongly about that. So hit me. Anyway. So you kill this guy, and then you kill Dragon Rider. This Dragon Rider is really freaking easy. You can knock him off the edge, and I don't know how to do it. Like, I know how, but I've never done it, and I don't want to try to do it now. Oh good, he died. Oh good, he dropped a blue cracked eye orb. Yeah, he dropped that. Because that's what they usually drop. This gets this, which makes the thing slightly bigger, which is all you really need if you're actually going to fight him. If you're going to try to make him fall off, then you do not pull this lever. But I'm not going to try to make him fall off. I'm going to try to kill him with 2 daggers. And hopefully, with 8 adaptation. Okay, so it's not 6. I could summon people, but then I'd be a complete scrub, so I'm just gonna go for it. I mean, this guy is really predictable. His moves are very predictable, like, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna be able to dodge them all. Plus, I do very little damage. Like non-existent. Like, he only acknowledges my presence, barely. He's like, oh, there's a guy in the ring. I mean, he's, he's tickling my armor. That's pretty much all I'm doing. And I probably could have tried to knock him off the edge, and I do actually feel kind of confident that I'm going to be able to kill him. This is going to take a while, so I might actually just speed it up for you guys. Like that. See? He hit me. See? That's why you don't get, like, cocky. Honestly, I'm gonna kill him with spells. I don't know why. Because now I can run past all those guys, mainly because the big guy with the hammer is not there. Because he's only there once. And everyone else is real slow and lumbersome and real dumb. I mean, have you ever tried to put on their armor? Not you personally, but your character. It's insanely heavy. And that's smaller, your size. Shortened to be normal height. Big guys with the swords. Well, that narrows it down. The guys with the really big swords. I never have gotten real used to their attacks. But they're not, I mean, they're not that bad, so. Much more damage. The real goal of rolling whenever you don't have any adaptation is to get out of the way, not to actually use the invincibility frames that you get, because you don't really get that many when you don't have that much adaptation. Adaptation gives you more invincibility frames, having less armor on gives you farther dodge. So honestly, having both makes you pretty dodge efficient. as he gets lower on health, I believe his attacks become faster. I'm not actually positive about that. Like, I can't prove that, and I'm not going to go frame by frame. I really don't care that much. But it feels that way. And it might just be the fact that the fight is going on for a while for me, that it feels like that. Nice. Stunned him, like, for the last hit. That's awesome. I like that. Plus, this will give me enough levels to do what I want to do. Which is, honestly, usually I just farm the big guys until I have enough souls to hold the fire sword, and then I use the fire sword against that guy. But honestly, this is the first time I've killed him with only sorcery, really. Let's see. Go. Hey, back to my place. There we go. I expected this place to be bustling is the line you're looking for. Gravel. And honestly, oh, going back to where I am. As far as I can tell, the Dragon Rider Soul does not give me anything that I want, so I'm gonna burn it. And that gives me like what, 5? 6. Give me 6,000 souls. And this. And that. And a Sublime Bone Dust, which I can burn, which I'm gonna do in a second. Oh, the reason I was talking about the bonfire aesthetic for that area is because it brings back that hammer guy, which gives you another Sublime Bone Dust, which that burns to increase the amount of health that your flask heals. Well, it does that. It does that. And it also, the bonfire aesthetic puts another hammer guy in the big group of guys that are in that circle building in the middle that we just ran past instead of fighting them all. And so there's another Sublime Bone Dust. So you get an extra 2. And if you've learned if you farm them, you learn their attack patterns. If you learn their attack patterns well enough, then you can pretty much kill them just as easily, because those guys, if you know how to dodge their attacks and know what to look for in their attacks, because they're so slow and because their attacks specifically are so telegraphed, if you're even slightly paying attention, they will never hit you unless something unexpected happens, like they gang up on you or something in a way that you didn't expect. Anyway, so now I can wield this. My next goal, after the giant whose soul I'm also going to burn, first I'm going to go to the second bonfire and go backwards. And kill the Heating Knight if I can. I'm going to try anyway, since I don't have that many souls left. But I'm going to buy a firebomb just in case I don't actually get one. Yes. And 2 of those. Because you always need fire gems. Fire gems are important. Blah, blah, blah. So, we're about to meet Pate. Or no, yeah, Pate. Pate is pretty much the same as another bad guy that we know from Demon Souls. I don't want to waste it. No. Okay. Well, there we go. Souls well spent, I say. And this 3 shots those guys. In my left hand. Which I'm not sure that that actually means anything. That guy, get this item. I don't know what this item is. People, illusionary, yeah. I think there is one. I think that guy's just a troll. And I don't like trolls. This guy too. When I get the shield that I want, I'm going to put my staff and my sword in my right hand and put the shield in my left hand. No, stabby, stabby. Slicey, slicey. Killy, killy. Honestly, if my adaptation was higher, I would try to kill the pursuer. I don't want to try right now. Just because I don't want to fail that fight, because I want to do it here because I don't know what you get for it. And I want to know what you get for it. So, because I've never beaten him there, because honestly... Oh. Wrong hand. I want to know what you get. I want to know what's different about the progression of that whole line of whatever. There you go. Shortcut. Seriously. I got killed. By freaking pikeman. Albert. It's a halberdier. Whatever. I got killed by peon. It was dumb. But that's how unforgiving this game is. All you have to do is mess up. All you have to do is mess up once. Yeah. I'll waste that one. Oh. Return to me. Yeah. Sure, let's kill you. Now that I think about it, I could have attuned my spells. My extra spells. I'm gonna do that because I think I'll need them, so I'll have to kill all these guys over again, but whatever. I'll just skip to after that unless something interesting happens. Now I have 60. Increasing your attunement slots increasing your attunement increases the amount of spell uses you get. Yeah. Increasing your attunement gives you more spell uses. So, and I didn't know that, honestly. I thought I was just from like using my spells. No, the game's not that nice. So I'm gonna switch this around because I like having my sword in my right hand. I like it when my sword's in the right hand. You know what I mean, bro? Dude, bro. Bro, dude, bro. If. But more of them are gonna come out. That all? That's Pate. Not gonna talk to him right now because I'm gonna get the Chloranthy ring. And Great Soul Arrow, which I can actually use. I mean, it's really easy. Honestly, it's as easy to be a caster against the giant as it is to be a melee against the giant because you do pretty much the same thing. You just have less of a... This is a trap, and I think I know what kind it is. No, I don't. Anyway, I thought it was an arrow trap. You can dodge at like a 20-degree angle, and it will not hit you. The arrow trap one. Now, this... Well, I got the Pharaoh's Lockstone. Why I bought it, because, I mean, unless you do something special, you're not going to find one before this. Boom. You get two things. One of them is a Chloranthy ring, which I don't think is this one. I think the other one. But this is something. Chloranthy ring, which increases your stamina regeneration. Titanite slab. Very important. Increases your item to level 10. Once you get it to level 9, of course. Now, this door will not open from this side. There are enemies on the other side. Enemies on the other side will open it for you. Because they want to kill you. I thought you were dead. Okay. Alright, one guy. Attack me, you heathen. So, those guys are there. There's 3 of them. They're kind of, I don't know. I mean, they're not hard. If you have a shield, they're really easy. The thing is, if I get hit, I mean, I get staggered and I get hurt a lot because I have no armor on. Life ring, sure. I have nothing better to wear. That's where you get the first Chloranthy ring. Now, the second Chloranthy ring is after you get a Fragrant Branch of Yore. And once you have a Fragrant Branch of Yore, you give it to kind of the obvious one first. Obvious one first being the lady. This guy's weak to magic. I mean, he is definitely weak to magic. But like, I mean, they're scary. Definitely scary in the beginning. But, you know. And they're scary in Iron Fortress, where, you know, you have to fight them in like a real small, tight hallway. I mean, they're not if you know how to get past them. That's my point. That's something else I learned, speed strats. But I don't use them, honestly. I just kill the guys, but still. Now, I would use the light crossbow and the bolts that I forgot to get if I wasn't a freaking master of magic. I can get up on the sledge and not fall. Boom. 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 There's another guy in there. I'm going to have to kill him. He has a shield and sword or spear. Something. He has a something. But I'm going to try to get this item. If I don't, then I'm probably going to get hurt. Torch. Anyway. That's the mail breaker. The mail breaker is, I mean, it's an item. This will lead me to the shortcut. I can go the other way to get stuff, or I can go this way to get the shortcut. I'm going to go this way to get the shortcut first. Then I'm going to go back the other way. Apparently no one likes to put up their shield. I like it when people don't put up their shield. Makes it really easy. Amber herbs. Give you back spell uses. No one's behind me, right? I didn't think they should. There's someone above me, behind me. Recalibrating. Headshot. Ball shot. Ball shot. Oh. There's that guy. I don't even know what the item is up there. I always get it and I never pay attention to what it is. It might be really useful, but I doubt it. A halberd. It'd be really useful. It would be really useful if I was going to use a halberd, but I'm not. Mages don't use halberds. I mean, they can. Honestly, that would be awesome. Just have a big halberd on the end of your spear. But whatever. Any but. Now, pretty much every single time I've watched someone play, I haven't been paying real close attention. They always have the ring of life regeneration before this. I have no idea where they're getting it from, and I can't find it. They just try to run towards me. Whatever. Life gems. I have 18 now. I mean, if I hadn't used any, I'd have like 25. 5. That's a giant sword. I'm not sure if that's from a statue or if that's from a giant, but I think the biggest giant that you see is not that big. The biggest giant that you see is not very much bigger than the last giant, which is the first giant that you see. Now I'm going to go this way.